but the team that has more damage output usually comes out on top in the meta. And for both teams, they are really banking on the damage output. And without further ado, nice to take us to game number 4.
Well, we're going to jump into the land of Dawn, possibly for the last time, unless Entity 7 can extend the series to game number 5. Homebois looking to lock in that slot to MSC at 2024 group stage. Can they do it with this lineup? Signature picks all around. Entity 7 will have to do something great here to take it further. Already mid lane though. Zorn should be fine. This is one of the interesting things with the Cho currently too. Gets a little bit of extra damage on those basic attacks. 180% rather. Look at him just battling out with Erwin.
The passive just constantly being up. Now Erwin might be forced to flicker, and he does.
Oh, man.
Udil walks up or dashes up, deal that damage to force the flicker out, and Marquinhos even is taking a bit of punishment. Now Supat, oh, 3 swings of that hammer.
Oh,
in the mid lane, Chan forced the flicker too. They're burning flickers very early on.
2 flickers down already for Entity 7, and this is what I was saying with the Cho pick, man. Concussive Blast with that new passive there from Cho, actually pumping out 180% plus damage on that basic attack, man. It's surprising how much damage he can actually do. And that's what they're feeling right now. Already Chibi level 4. He's going to be kind of pushed out of the jungle here, but he wants that. Goes and pops the Tempest of Blades.
Ooh. Goes in for the Divine Blades as well. Just needs one more and goes out with a Finch Poise. Chibi claims another first blood. How many first bloods has he taken now?
That's just crazy, man. I mean, the fact that he was 1v2, wanted to get that little XP camp, gets it, and then gets a kill. Under the tier 2 tower versus 2 members, that is the power right now of Ling, and I'm sure, like I said, a lot of people out there for the Assassins are rejoicing. Chan doesn't have the flicker here, so gonna have to be a little bit careful. We'll heal back up, and now with this turtle now spawning, and a little lead for Homebois to work around with. Zorn, go ahead and do what Zorn does best. Taking the attention here of Entity 7 and just showing face, but it looks like everybody rotating, except for the gold laners for this turtle. Udil holding on to that Primal Wrath himself. And Entity 7 still waiting, you know, on this level 4 for Erwin. Doesn't have the wild charge available. They might just call this one off.
It does seem like they have no ways to actually enter around the turtle, and Chibi will be able to pick this up for free. Does use the Retribution still, up top by the way. In this lane, it's Nets who's actually winning it out in the trades.
Yep, it's Bruno's just that pick. I mean, Bruno is still a good quality pick in the sense that he also just destroys turrets pretty quickly. And, you know, his ultimate isn't amazing or anything, but the amount of just damage that he has. Let's take a look at the. We need a Zorn cam or a Zorn counter.
We need a TP counter, bro.
Yeah, we need a counter here. But going back to it, Bruno, great solid pick, especially once you get a couple items locked in. And once again, go ahead and grab the MSC pass for you guys here in game. Oh,
that's a flicker into the way of the dragon, right into the Divine Blades, and the Tempest of Blades is used up, but it's still going to be the brilliance from Chan as Chibi picks up some of the blades on the floor, gets out with the Finch Poise, and it doesn't seem like anyone's going to be dying there in that skirmish. Both teams disengaging, resetting again.
Okay, let's take a look at the items. You can already see the Blade of Hephaestus locked in once again for Fury. Saw him do this earlier. The damage will come online already. Look at him going 1v1 with Nets, but look at already up top. Ooh. I'm not sure if they're going to commit on this, but one thing too, for Hide on Bush, I'm looking to see when he's able to actually pump out and get the damage out on some of these targets. Again, the Karina is not a pick you see often right now in competitive play. It could make it work. They just, I think they just really want to farm up as much as possible. Cause there for Nets now too to deal with that bombardment range advantage that the Clint will have, so he can heal back up, but still top side.
Again with the Jikundo, Fury still able to flicker out of the Jikundo, not out of the Tempest of Blades, so as Nets just keeps on basic attacking, and now it's Udo who's going to be caught, who's already stolen away some of the damage from the Primal Wrath, and now with the wild charge, they're still trying to delay the inevitable. Zorn is trying to sandwich Erwin under the tier 1, and now Erwin, where do you have to go? No way the dragon, actually he does, but he doesn't even need to go for it. Erwin flickers back out, and Udo gets baited in right into Chance. Chaos saw the flicker as well, chasing Chibi down to secure a double kill up top in the tier 1.
Great play, great response. Chan as well. This is what happened to them in the previous game when he was on the Eve, right? He got 2 kills early on, and he was able to really help the damage profile and the team for Entity 7, and that's going to be them taking this turtle, possibly.
Penalty zone, locking 2 members up. Storm goes over to G Kundo as well with Retribution. Still comes out on the hide on Bush. Still, Sapot's gonna hammer down as Chan goes over the Chaos Assault. As now Chibi goes over re-engage, gets knocked up 2 times by the Wild Charge and the Earth Shatter, still follows through. And it's going to be Marquinhos that gets picked off by Sapot Zorn. Again, playing force to flicker out with the Shadow Assault, not connecting. Good way of the Dragon to disengage, but Udil was still all alone, isolated from the team and taken down. So that was a good trade for Entity 7 actually, as Nets is pushing some damage down with the Worldly 2. The bounce, last one doesn't hit onto Chan, and he'll be able to escape.
Like, do you feel like Worldly's a good ultimate? Like, do you feel like it's actually impactful?
You know, I mean,
as a gold laner?
as a Bruno player, it's there. It's
there?
an ult. It's one of the ults of all time.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We'll see if the impact is going to be there. Claus, like I said, is already locked in, working on the next item. Sometimes we might even see him. I'm not sure if he's going to rush the next item of Malefic Roar or what the build path is going to be here. But also, Glowing One was picked up. And again, it looks like Homebois still wants to make a play up here. They got the information that they need. Zorn providing a lot of that. Here they go, top side. Pushing them out.
And now, wait, Chibi might be going for the Ray. The Dragon finds him in the bush, brings him back to Sapot. Baits out the Wild Charge, but now it's going to be Chibi who walks up with the Finch Poise. And it's still going to be Sapot who secures the kill. A defensive Tempest of Blades by Chibi is in the bottom lane. We do see Marquinhos go for a trade, but that's a kill. So Erwin.
Yeah, it's a. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about Entity 7, what they're able to do at this point. They don't really have an answer just yet for everything being thrown at them. Zorn as well, able to get a lot of these away the dragons off, whether he has a flicker or not. Hide on Bush, like I'm still waiting to see this Karina come through in the damage department. Chan has been doing a lot of it. And I think, you know, you just buy time for Fury to go ahead and get the items that he needs. So they have to buy some more time, and right now it looks like, you know, they want to battle out for this 3rd turtle. Chibi's going to start it up. Rest of the team going to go ahead and get situated. They might just let this go, and it looks like they're going to do that, as Hide on Bush is not even near here. So they might just try to get ready for the Lord fights instead. So that's going to be that. Now 3rd turtle, the game going in the hands of Homebois. Oh, Chibi.
Trying to go for 1v1. Fury going to be caught in the Tempest of Blaze. That knockup will catch him, and now Chibi just escapes, leaves him to Udil as he pops into Primal Wrath. But he actually dealt so much damage. Chibi taken very, very low. Sky Piercer already, though. 2nd item as he completes the Berserker's Fury first.
Yep. So already at that point, you know, this is where it gets very threatening. Berserker's Fury allowing him to do a lot of this crit damage and get that off. Zorn, though, Marquinhos, I don't think he's going to pull the trigger on this. The rest of the team coming up.
The way the Dragon brings him back all the way. Udil has a Primal Wrath, gets out just a bit, but then Sapot comes in with a hammer. Even with Erwin with a Wild Charge, it will not be able to save him, and Zorn continues the damage. Chan goes in through a bad penalty zone by Sapot to lock them out, and Nets just picks up all of those basic attacks to take Fury down. Again, he just respawned Naisu, and it seems they're also going to be able to take the tier 2 up top as well as down below. As Udil just zones Chan away from his own base.
That was crazy. Like, at that point, when he got that 4-man penalty zone off too, he just gets the Winter's Crown. And, you know, he was ready for that initiation. And it just looks like Entity 7, they don't have an answer right now. I mean, even Hide on Bush has not been able to do really much anything on the Karina pick at this point. And it looks like they're just going to go ahead and have to turtle up in their base on the defensive and hope that there's enough time to build up here. Because even if they get some type of set, who are they going to set up? Looking at the replay here again, you're going to see it. The hammers come down. The penalty zone is about to be dropped. Boom. Even using that Winter's Crown. Boom. Gets multiple members. They follow on through.
Winter's Crown, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. He got the Winter's Crown just to pop the freeze, you know?
Was that more just like freestyle? It didn't look like he needed it.
It did. I feel like he didn't need it, but he was prepped and he readied it, right? So, like, interesting. Because Sapot, he even just has an Athena shield, so he's like, my job is literally just to jump in penalty zone. That's it.
He doesn't even have any, like, usually we see a Fury Hammer, right? Like, at least a Fury Hammer. He has nothing. He knows that he's just playing the enabler role here in game number 4. Udil picks up. Chibi Retri did, but you know, Udil picked it up. Retri got Udil.
You know, they're having a battle amongst themselves, I guess, you know? But yeah, I think part of this is just, and this is crazy. Damage dealt, he's second with this defensive build for Sepot, who is somehow a second in damage.
That's the base damage, man.
That's the base
That's
damage. This is the different type of Rizzler you guys are seeing right now. Damage taken too, like I said, Entity 7. You know, Irwin is trying to do his best, but even if you get some type of setup, I just feel like they don't have enough in terms of damage, which is weird because you're talking about a Lunox who had 2 early kills, but they're lacking in the department of where's the Karina? Where can you pump out the damage you're looking for in the jungle? But they're going to find themselves on the defense. Nice Guardian's Bear. Shields is going to pop, though.
So, man, the Holy Defense was already baited down in the mid lane and the bottom lane as well now. And that Cannon just goes in towards the base turret. They're going to be able to take that away. Penalty zone by Sepot. Only onto 1. The Winter Crown saves him for a bit as Marquinhos pops in Primal right in the back line. What happened to Chibi, who dove in way too deep, gets picked off, and now it's Sepot and Chibi taken out. Now a full re-engage coming in from Chan as he pops into Brilliance, flickers forward. 3 members down, traded in for a base turret in the mid lane.
Hey, that's Entity 7 answering the question. I was like, where is the Karina? I don't know, Hideout Bush got a kill there, but it could have been actually more devastating. He's already got the Feather of Heaven and Starlium Scythe. Looks like he's going to Holy Crystal next, so maybe this is the makings of a turnaround for Entity 7 in this game. They still have, you know, 4,000 gold deficit to work against, but they're going to be able to get some space now on the map, which is good for them. But look at Zorn.
Again into the back line with the way the Dragon finds Fury out of all of them. Kicks him back right into Chibi as he picks up the Sky Piercer, execute. And now it's Erwin next in the chopping block. Say goodbye to him as he picks up a double. Turn around again. And it seems for Zorn, he's walking up. All that effort just to recall in the faces of Entity 7.
Oh man, they're doing it again. And you know, just when you think like, okay, Entity 7 able to get something out of that, then they get just executed. Also a Blade of Despair now, BOD locked in for Chibi. They're gonna need those immortalities for Entity 7. No Lord available just yet, you know, 30 seconds away or so, but it looks like they're gonna work on this bottom turret as Nets knocks it down. This is what Bruno's really good at too, just decimating these turrets, getting them down quickly. But with that, Homeboys will probably just be the discipline route, wait for this Lord to spawn up. For Entity 7, I'm wondering if they are able to actually somehow contest, or if the game plan is just going to be, you know what, let's defend in the base. We were able to do it previously. Chan hasn't died yet, playing really well with the Brilliances that's available with this Lunox. Does just pick up the Wishing Lantern, so maybe the plan for Entity 7 is really to find a pickoff if they can. It looks like they are venturing outside of the base. They might even look for Udil here, unless, look at this, look at Zorn. Zorn in the mid, conceal.
Udil reads it out. He's able to cancel out that. Winter Crown as well, baited out. Now it's going to be the re-engage. Coming to the back line with the Brilliance popped in. Penalty zone to lock Fury, and he's all isolated. Erwin flickers forward, gets the wild charge away, and a Dragon as well to bring Hideout Bush right into Udil. Chan gets a few of the kills. Chibi now with a Finch Boy trying to go for maybe, possibly another Maniac. Chibi going to be forced to respect that damage. Nets dashing forward, sliding tackle right into Chan, but he does have that Brilliance to escape once again. Homeboys very low. Marquinhos goes for the Earth Shatter, but Chan doesn't have the Chaos Assault, not anymore. He has Onward, goes in. Marquinhos decimated here, and Chan's going to be next in the chopping block as Nets jumps in all the way, picks up a few of those turret shots, and finally Chibi shuts him down, shutting the dreams of Entity 7 as they qualify to the main stage of MSC.
And Homeboys